Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Let's go. What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's
going on, everybody?
What up? We got Dedora in the house. We got James Lang. What up, fam? Good to see y'all as always. There's Rude. There's the lovely Miss Janet. We got John Stout. What up, John? Good to see you, my brother.
Oh,
Sleepy Reader in the hizzy. Oh, man, it's lit already in here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
My glasses.
Oh, my goodness
New to
gracious.
this whole
Smoke weed
glasses
every day.
What's up, Rude? How you doing, sir? And Sleepy. happy, joy. How is everybody doing? Oh, love you guys. Love you folks. Whoa.
Happy new comic book day. We made it to another one. God has allowed us to make it, inshallah, as they say.
Yep.
I've really become a fan of that saying, inshallah, as God allows or whatever.
Ooh, what is that?
Because it really is true. Inshallah, I think it's Arabic. I'm not sure, but inshallah just means if God allows, or as God allows, or whatever.
Very cool. Okay, man. Wow. Well, hey, welcome
not
everybody.
To get religious.
not to get, hey, I thought you might have embraced Islam, in your time in the
I
joint.
am not religious. No, not at all.
Hey, I ain't here to hate on nobody's religion. Yeah, if y'all do it, y'all do it.
No, I got love.
Everybody's welcome to it.
There are a lot of people who have an animosity towards religion, but I don't have. I have respect.
Me either. I mean, just because I don't practice it, I don't have anything against it at all. Because if it helps you get through the day, then by all means do it. So and I heard nobody else. That's the only problem I have with people force it upon others. But that's a different story. But if you got that to as your personal belief system, then hey, more power to you. Yeah. So man, welcome everyone.
As long as you read comics.
That's my religion right there.
As long as you read comics, you're in.
That's right. I swear on a stack of comic books. That's my holy book right there. I swear on a copy of Action #1 or something. So that's what I'm talking about. So everyone, welcome. This is the
happy birthday to Daryl, the big 5-0.
Who's Dedora?
Yeah.
You're 50?
Big 5-0. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my friend. Wow. Thanks for spending part of that day with us. This is the weekly New Comic Book Day live stream. My man here at Surcam Stances, my comic son, one of my comic sons. And I am Lorenzo, if you've not been here before. And we do this every Wednesday that God sends, that is able to be done. And it's brought to you by this, actually.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Yeah, Daryl, man, happy birthday. You just made 50, man. You are still a youngster. I got 15 years on you. So
hey, you are 8 years younger than Chris Rock. Chris Rock's only 58.
Is he?
And that made me feel better.
That dude is in excellent shape. Have you seen Chris Rock with his shirt off?
If I can look that good at 58.
Ooh,
have you seen his Netflix special?
Not yet. It just came out recently. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I will watch it. Yeah, is it good?
I've seen some people not like it and kind of say he's an old man yelling at the cloud, and I was like, okay, that might be true because I'm kind of an old man yelling at the cloud myself, and I really enjoyed it. So he made a lot of great points. I thought, like a lot of great points. I enjoyed it.
Grand opening, grand closing.
That's my man. Chris Rock, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, keep on living, folks, and one day you'll be the old man / woman, whatever, yelling at the clouds. Stick around.
I am well into my grumpy old man days. I was telling my friend, we were texting each other. I was like, man, that movie Grumpy Old Man makes more sense to me every day, man. Every day.
Yes.
I am on my way. I am on the path.
Yes. You see light. You see life in a different perspective as your age, as your years increase. Oh.
What up, Shop? We got the creator of the Shopverse.
Is that right?
We need to get a Lorenzo in the Shopverse.
Shopverse. Shopverse.
What would you be, Lorenzo, if you were in the Shopverse? Who would you be?
I am not up on the
weird indie comic, I assume.
Please enlighten me on the Shopverse, man. I'm not up. I don't know about the Shopverse.
Shop for Comics has been doing this great thing. Definitely check him out on the gram. He's been doing this great thing where he's been drawing the comic book community as comic book heroes. I got to be the Silver Centurion Iron Man, so that was dope as hell. I was really excited. But he's done a bunch of people. I just posted Sith Lordly that he just recently did. Matt Wood, he did Beckerman. I think he did Scotty Vaughn was another one.
Okay, he did that. Okay, I know. Okay.
Yeah,
I just wasn't sure who did those.
That's
okay.
That's the Shopverse.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So
well,
it's been a lot of fun watching him do the community, man. I've been really enjoying it, Shop.
Well, if I could choose who I wanted to be, I would be Luke Cage, man. That's probably one of my favorite guys right there.
Oh, I like it. There you go, Shop. You got your guy.
Sweet Christmas.
I'd love to see me and Lorenzo in the Shopverse, man. So, but yeah, check him out, guys. It's a lot of fun, and he's really just been bringing the community together, highlighting the community, and I love that stuff. I eat it up. So, Shop is high on my follow list right now.
All right, I'm going to find you and follow you, sir. Man, good to know. So man, the community is awesome. Comics are awesome. You bought like 14 books today. Is that correct?
Yes, I did, but we had some doubles and we had one triple. My shop got overstocked on Clear from Scott Schneider and Francis Manipool, so he was selling them for half price. So I bought 3 of them because why not? Because I love Scott Schneider and I love Francis Manipool, and I read it, and the art is so good. Like, I don't think I've ever read a book. I've seen covers with Francis Manipool as the cover artist. I don't know if I've ever seen him as the interior artist, and I really enjoyed him as the interior artist and the colorist in this book, both really good. So it made Robbie's pick of the week. I don't know how you felt about you haven't read it yet.
Haven't read it yet.
Made Robbie's pick of the week. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. And Scott Snyder's dope. He writes Noctera, which is one of my favorite ones. I really enjoyed We Have Demons, so definitely check that one out if you didn't get it.
Yeah, based on just those things you just mentioned right there, I just blind sub to it right there. Like, okay, just sign me up for this. I mean, with these 2 creators on it, I'm sure that it's going to be dope. It's going to be.
Well, you're the one that signed me up in the first place.
Thank you, sir.
Week when you previewed it. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, that's when I added it.
Ooh, classic Nooker or newer. Damn. I do look good in yellow, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Classic, I'm not sure. I mean, well, he still wears the. I don't know. I think the newer look might be.
Classic is the way to go.
Classic is the way. Right. They give me hair again. So I guess that would be good. The new one is bald, so it'd be more accurate. But I don't know. I'd be cool with whatever you come up with, man. I mean, I appreciate you doing it. So, man, that's my guy, Luke Cage. Of all I love dope, man. So many dope. Of them. Yeah. So
80 members. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot.
It is, man. So I, on the other hand, did not get a lot of comics, surprisingly. So let me show you what I got here. From last week, I forgot to get this one. Where Monsters Lie, number 2. So I did pick it up.
I just realized I haven't read that yet. I meant to read it right away. Dang it.
Yeah, you can only read so many of them. Yeah, I caught up on a few books this week though, so I did a lot of reading. Didn't do a lot of comic reviews. I'm a little behind on that. Fabric. I tell you, the front of the line is Liquid Kill, and then Blue Book, but I'll do more reviews this week. I'll work on that. So for Monsters Lie, and I forgot that Kyle Starks did some other stuff. Didn't he do the 7 sidekicks of whatever that character is name?
Yeah.
This yeah. So yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
he's done some good stuff in the past, and I think My Bad as well. He did for that other comic. Oh, sorry. You must have had to sneeze or something. All right, so that's all from last week. From this week, I got Batman, of course, number 133? 133, the A cover. And I want to get the B cover, or is it the C cover? That's the Art Germ cover. I'm going to try to get that one too. I think I ordered that one from my comic shop.
Rude, I want to, but man, I decided it was too much money, so I didn't.
Rude, man. I looked at 3 of those today, and I had the Phoenix one in my hand and almost bought that one. But it's like, Alex Ross just taking way too much of my money. I've got like a bunch of those coming already from my comic shop. I picked up a couple last week from the LCS. So, man, he's making so many good covers, but I can only afford to pick up so many of them because he must be making like maybe several dozen, at least maybe close to over 100 now. So, man, I love them all.
I can see myself down the road giving the goal of going and trying to get them all. I could see that, but
that's a goal. I mean, that's something I will do probably maybe in the secondary market, I guess, just run across them that way. But they might become harder to find as time goes on. Some of them you don't really see that often. Like the Submariner one, I don't see that one very often. I forget what even book that was, but that was one of my favorite ones. Sundown, west of it, that is, number 9. It's got kind of a scarred up look to it, but that's actually the design of it, so it's not actually banged up at all. A little behind on this, but this is one that this is a Tim Seeley, another guy that I'm collecting a lot of, and I have no doubt that it's good stuff, so I have no problem catching up on it in the near future. Almighty. This is from this cat LaRoche, about the futuristic assassin that is rescuing this young woman who was kidnapped in this like feudalistic warlord torn America of the future. Another House of Ideas image joint there. Last few is Black Tape number 2. This is the rock star who was into the dark arts, and he's got some his last recording is hidden, or there's some kind of a some kind of a thing about this last recording. His wife is being like coerced by different people to put it out, and there's some dark forces trying to get it away from her. So this has been pretty good so far, with Dan Panosian writing and doing the covers of this.
Nice, very nice.
Man, the last 2. This is clear. This is like, I've got probably, just like you did, I pre-ordered like 3 different covers. One of them was the FOC, one of them was the A, and one was hopefully not this one. So this is the one that I bought from the LCS, because there was a bunch of covers of this as well. So Dark Horse is, betting a lot on this book, and hopefully it pays off. And
is that cover B?
This, I want to say, is a B. I think it is the B or the C. So I think this is one that I did not order. So hopefully I didn't order this one yet.
I thought it was a really cool start. I might read it again because I'm a little confused about the concept of veiling that they introduce in this book. But I think that this might have a little something to it, man. Definitely worth checking out.
I think so too. I think this could be a big deal here. Yeah, it's like, I guess you can use filters. This might be kind of up your alley, you and your AI and all that, because you can look at life through a filter. You can see like Alice in Wonderland as your reality, or you can see like old-fashioned Hollywood as your reality. It's like a life filter. So I want to see how they portray that.
Exactly. I don't quite understand how it works. Like, one of the things they talk about is like these black filters that like porn filters. So you see the world through this porn lens. I'm assuming you just see it that way. You can't go and start making out with random strangers because they have their clothes off in your filter or your veil. So, but there's certain aspects of how the veil works I don't quite understand, but it's really interesting. And man, the Francis Maniple art is lit, guys. It is really good.
Yeah, I mean, when a person like that does the interiors, you just can't pass that up. He did so many covers for this too. They've been working on this book probably for a while, you know.
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like so many nice covers for it. And the very last thing is that's all for the new books. I got these guys at my shop at Danger Room Oli. Shout out, guys. They just got a collection in from, unfortunately, an artist, a local, kind of local, Seattle artist, passed away and left his collection to a relative, and they brought it into the store, and they picked up, and he had a lot of Warren magazines in there, and he was really into the whole magazine thing, the comic magazine thing, those black and white mags. And this one I picked up is a reprint. I wish it was a real number one, but the real number one is almost out of reach if you can find it. A reprint of Vampirella number one, and this one is exactly the same except for the price, and I think maybe one other thing with the Harris magazine thing at the top there. And I bought one of these before. It's
really cool looking.
Oh my God! You know, I love classic Vampirella. The newer Vampirella stuff, you know, to me it's just cover art. You know, I bought a couple of them from Dynamite just because I like the covers, and that's that. But the classic Vampirella, she was meant to be like a horror host kind of a thing. They weren't really. Well, I guess they decided, let's just give her some adventures to her. She's Vampirella from Draculon. It's it's a whole thing. You know, TNA, so that's always going to sell. But I love the classic Vampirella more. TNA, baby.
I like TNA.
Hey, don't we all? So I bought one from some schmuck on eBay before, and he shipped it to me like in a regular size, Genesis box, Gemini box. And it was just like folded up when I got it. And I'm like, man, seriously?
Oh, no.
Is this what you did to me? So I had to replace that. So now I was finally able to get a new one for that. But that's it. I got like, 6 books and a classic book. And that's all I got. But there's one more thing. You might recall this from a few weeks ago, my son. I picked this up. I don't know if you saw one of my unboxings. But this came in one of those My Comic Shop unboxings, which I'll be having another one tomorrow, probably, or by Friday at least. And I don't know if you got a chance to pick this up yourself yet. Were you able to find it?
I did not. No, I did not find it. It is so beautiful.
You are so beautiful. Yes. So you know how you love this one. And it is yours. Because I promise you, I will send it to you. But
wow. Thank you, man.
There's a caveat.
I never did find that book, man.
It's hard to find. It's super hard to find. It's like chicken teeth. You cannot find this book anywhere now. It's just a 1 in 10. All you have to, I was going to say, like, you got to say T-Fall sucks. But I won't put any negative stuff out there like that. All you got to do
come on.
All you got to do is say, mycomicshop.com is awesome. That's all you got to say. I mean,
mycomicshop.com is awesome. It is awesome. I'm not.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think I could have given you the other one.
No, I wouldn't know. I thought about it. It was too negative anyway. So it was way too negative. So
my next pre-order from them is only going to be $30. So
nice. That's what I'm talking about.
It used to run 160 to 200, and it's down to 30.
Was it like 3 books? From my comic shop. No, it's not that many.
But the shipping is almost as much as the books.
That's the thing. My comic shop is going up on their shipping too, and they put it on the site now, and I totally understand because they've been getting away with they've probably been eating shipping on us for so long, so. They're due to go up now, so I'm not mad at them about that, So I can't be, because shipping ain't free, folks. I mean, it's costing somebody some money.
Freedom ain't free.
Freedom ain't free.
What up, Beckerman? We got
Yes, that-
Cole's Comics and Claims in the house, and Beckerman. What up, fellas? Beckerman's probably watching AEW, but thanks for taking a break to say what up.
Hey, you gotta show
It's
your
a
love.
big event tonight.
Yes, Sleepy, that is a Frazetta cover. That's one of my favorite Frazetta covers right there. So, yeah, absolutely. And where's Beckerman? There he is. There he is.
Cole in here trying to bump those likes up. Appreciate that. Everything helps.
Cole.
All the
Where are you? I can't
comments,
find
all
you.
the likes. All of it
Oh,
helps.
my God. Cole's comments. Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for stopping by.
Are you familiar with Swaggle Comics? It's a YouTube channel.
I am.
You probably
I am
are.
familiar with
He
Swaggle,
just launched. He wrote a comic book and he launched his Kickstarter today.
I didn't know that.
I signed up for that shit right away. So it's
Nice.
a Lovecraftian kind of tale. It sounds interesting. So check out Swaggle Hoss on Kickstarter, guys. I'm addicted to Kickstarter. I also signed up for the Expanse Kickstarter from Boom Studios today, which I'm excited about. If anybody watches the Expanse, there's like 20 hours left in this one. Definitely go check it out if you're an Expanse fan.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm done.
I've heard a lot of people talk about
What's
The
up?
Expanse.
Oh, it's amazing. The Expanse is amazing. It's so good.
Yeah, I have to put it on
I
the
don't know about
list.
the comic book show, but the show.
Yeah, I know there's a comic now too, so we'll see about that. I'll say about that. All right, so next week, folks, Hulk number 13 is back. That's the next to last issue. That's the P word that we always use around here, but we won't say it now. I don't want to freak out Janet. But yeah, it's
Not time. It's not time.
Not time. Not just yet. This is just the first book. But there are a lot of those issues. There are a lot of either penultimate or I said it, damn it, or last issues that are. I know. A lot of last issues. That means what that means if it's Marvel, folks. Lots of reboot coming. So
Reboot City.
Reboot.
Next week looks heavy.
As Kevin Smith would say, reboots to the nooch.
Got him 14 books next week.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a heavy week.
It's a heavy week. Got a lot of stuff here. So I'm gonna breeze through a Bueller style with the some of these covers here. McNiven is the B cover for this book, and a lot of folks are agreeing with me that Johnny was good, but we're not really missing. He hasn't missed a step with my guy at the helm, with Ryan Otley.
Whoa, what issue is this? I think
This is Hulk 13.
It's
Hulk
Hulk
13.
13.
Isn't it?
I'm
I know
a
this
sucker
this
for an
is an homage that has not been overdone yet, and this may be one of the best looking ones. This is a Steve McNiven's version of that McFarlane classic.
Go ahead and give me and give me 3 of them. All right,
You know it. Why, give me one of those, give me 2 or 3 of those, and maybe give me this leader right here too. Take me to your leader, Alex Ross.
It looks really well done. That McFarlane homage. It looks really well done. I like this.
It's next to the original by Todd, this is the best homage they've done of this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And it's a
I'm
B
happy
cover.
to buy 3 of those.
Yeah, and it's a B
Glad they're not
cover,
sold
so
out.
yeah, I hope not. Yeah, and just a regular B cover is great too. No exclusive. And this Alex.
It is regular B cover. I wonder if
Yep.
my shop will have them. Then.
They might. You get a discount on them now. So you either give Mr. Ross your money for that, or just got so many things out there, and deservedly so. Miss Momoko has a 1 in 25, a 1 for 25, I should say. This close to the next issue, and folks are not loving those sketch covers by Alex Ross. This is a 1 in 100, but I think it takes a certain appreciation, But art is, is definitely subjective. So to each their own. You can see what you want to see and like what you like and all that. But some of these can be had for these 1 in 100s can be had for like, relatively a song, like $25 or less.
Because they're not that cool, is why.
Well, like I said, that's the whole subjective thing, you know. Some people might think it is.
Well, yeah, but subjective. It's true that it's subjective, right? But the market also gives you an idea of what everyone thinks, and that price tells you right there what everyone thinks.
Well, I guess they were just going on the strength of Mr. Ross's, drawing power, being able to pull that hundo in for every one of those issues. But it's not working. What's up, Callie? Maybe shout you out already, but I didn't see you there.
Hey, what up, Callie? Callie will be the next episode of Comic Book Story Time.
Oh, nice.
I got to finish editing it, but yeah, it will be the next one. Looking forward to pushing that one out.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Damien. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yes. I never thought about it that way.
I'm a complete wuss when it comes to headaches too, man. I can't function with just the tiniest headache. I can't do anything.
Oh, those of us who've been around for a long time have heard this Excedrin commercial. I've got a headache this big, you know. The leader for damn sure has a headache that big, you know. That ain't no joke. And look what's coming to an end finally. Finally, says The Rock, is Berserker number 12. So
I got every issue, man. That was like one of the first books I was really excited about when I got back in. So I definitely have the full run of that bad boy.
Yeah.
Hopefully that one blows up, right? There's so many copies of it though, but at the same time, this has the potential of being bigger than normal comic book things because of Keanu. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And
story hasn't been that great though.
That's what I'm gonna do. I bought the first like 4 maybe issues, so I'll probably get the trade once that. I'm sure it'll be out very soon, once that comes out. So I'll just catch up and read that rather than buy all the floppies, and then I could make that give me a chance to like reread the number 1 through because the number 1 was pretty awesome. I mean if you want just a kick-ass action-filled comic book, it delivered on that. But then it kind of meandered for a while after issue number 3 with his origins and all this other stuff. So if I could just read it in one sitting or a couple of sittings, I think I might enjoy it more. So, yeah. And my most valuable one I have is probably the second printing.
There have been 11. There are 11 copies. There are 11 issues in that series, and I have 47 comics in that series.
Sounds like me and Grimm. I've got a whole bunch of those Grimm comics too, man. But I tell you that if you have that
stupid amount,
you have that second printing of number 1, that silver metallic cover of number 1, that was kind of scarce, and I was able to get 1 copy of that one. Sometimes you can never tell which second and third printings. Yours is slabbed? You have that second printing slabbed? That might be your most valuable one. You got a 98 on that too? That may be your most valuable one. Yeah. So that's the one that might bring you some ducats if you want to sell them. You know, the goddamn.
If that becomes a thing, I feel like that if that became a thing, that would be one. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm kind of a little. We'll see. But I love Keanu. I hope it kicks butt. I really do.
Me too. The goddamn. I haven't seen. I haven't read the goddamn. But got a kind of a catchy name. I would definitely like to check it out. Who writes that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll be looking for it.
$56 right now. That second print cover price has it at 56 at 9.8. So it's not worth anything yet.
At 9.8? Wow. For a while, the raw copy was going. Well, it's died down. For a while, the raw copy was going for almost that much.
Is going. We need some Netflix news to.
That's the thing.
The hype for that one again.
What's the Netflix
or whatever? If the number 1s get to like $20, I'll definitely sell a slew of them. I'm sure there's a ton of us thinking that way.
Oh yeah, you have to act fast.
There's 500,000 plus copies of that book, which in this day and age in comic books is an astronomical amount. Books don't sell that many.
It is.
There's Phil. What up, homie?
What's up, Phil? You know, somewhere someone is sitting on like 8 long boxes of them. So okay, so the goddamn you can't die. You're trying. Okay, interesting concept.
Yeah,
but
It's
But I don't know if he's
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if, unlike the Berserker, he's like out there literally trying to, or maybe he is. I'm not sure. But this dude is trying to get blown apart, and he just can't. So yeah, I'll find it and check that out.
That'd be a nice problem to have.
Yeah, I know, right? And Miles number 4 will be out next week. There are several covers for this one too. One being the Bacalo, Chris Bacalo.
Ooh, that one's nice.
It is. And then there's the
I like
obligatory.
those negative space covers.
Yeah, it's done right. That is beautiful. And of course the obligatory Alex Ross. This is one of his better ones, though. I may get this one. That's pretty dope. Then again, there's the 1 in 100 that a lot of folks might not like, but might be worth $100.
I mean, it's just not. Yeah, it's not 1 in 100 material,
If they had done it at 1 in 25, maybe, but it's just too much to. I think they were just banking on Alex having the drawing power.
It's B cover. It's B cover material, bro.
B cover material. Damn. And there's a Ryan Stegman 1 for 25, where you get a burger sitting up there on the Golden Arch. And I like this one a lot. This is the Tyler Kirkham. This is he has.
That is nice.
Yeah.
He's usually an exclusive, I'm assuming.
I'll bet he is, because there's also a Virgin cover, which is even more doperer. So yeah, this is this has got to be an exclusive here. This is probably one of those, $40-50 for the dual kind of a thing from somebody, but I didn't say who it was from on League of Comic Geeks, as they often do not. House of Slaughter, The Butcher Returns, Part 3. Speaking of House of Slaughter, me too. I read the number 11. Need to read number 12 before this comes out. But I heard some. I haven't read 11 yet. I heard some speculation on some people's part that the Netflix, which is going to be now, we know it's going to be on Netflix. The Netflix SIKTC series may be called House of Slaughter, which may increase your House of Slaughter value more than it will increase Yeah, I know. You stocked up on that too.
I think Aaron Slaughter could be a big deal. I really like the character myself, and the death of Aaron Slaughter, number 10, was a really gettable book. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
if you haven't seen that now,
book for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's getting less gettable. But if you see number 10, that's a book. That's a key for him. And yeah, if it's House of Slaughter, you're going to see some Aaron Slaughter, I assume.
Yeah, and I luckily, because I missed the first few issues, I was able to get the first appearance of Aaron Slaughter. I think that's number 10 or something like that. No, lower than that. It's like number
10
6.
is when he dies. Yeah,
it's 5 or 6 then, right?
It is 6. It is 6 because I just got it, so it is 6 because I just got that one.
Oh yeah, I got
the Virgin.
Ooh, look at you.
Cover.
I've got some holes to fill down those early ones.
Yeah, I don't have all first prints, but in terms of just one copy of the issue, I need 2, 4, and 5. That's it.
Yeah. I need 2, 3, and 5, and maybe something in between number 5 and number 10. I forget which, but after number 10, I was on, and I got all of those, so I'm current with everything else. But yeah, House of Slaughter, folks. This is something could be a thing. Could be a thing, and it is a great story.
Favorite.
Yeah.
I love this world he's building. I'm really interested in it.
And shout out to Batgirls, number 16. I was on this book for a long time, and I still love it. I mean, this was just a victim of numbers for me. Another one of those books I just had to drop because that's why I drop a lot of series after number 12 because I just can't go on. It's not sustainable to keep buying all those. You know what I'm saying? And Jorge Corona is still doing those covers. I think the interior art too. That's one of the big draws for this book for me is Jorge Corona's art, especially on this A cover here.
He's dope, yeah.
And
I
speaking
really
of dope,
liked him in The Me You Loved in the Dark.
yes, an underrated book, folks. Well, Scotty Young did the hell out of that one. David Marquez is a B cover on here. Speaking of negative space, it's kind of negative space. Yeah, I like this a lot with Cass Kane, my favorite Batgirl. And this is
That is nice.
This is nice, and this may be just a B cover. It means it's probably got the minimal trade dress on there, which is DC is thank you for being minimal on your trade dress. I appreciate that. I would buy this in a heartbeat because it's affordable. And there's a Robbie Rodriguez 1 for $25, which is again the homage to The Dark Knight Returns. That's an homage that they're not overdoing yet, but they're, some people are knocking it out.
It's a nice cover.
And Lynn Yoshi. This is International Women's Day, which was today actually, so that should have been out today, but I guess better late than never, because the book was due to come out, I guess, when it comes out. But this is another nice cover. So it looks like Nocterra did not come out this week. It is coming out next week.
It comes out next week. Yeah.
Yeah. We miscommunicated that last week, but sometimes that's the way it is. Stuff doesn't come out, but whenever it does, we'll get it. I know you will.
You're damn right I will.
Yeah. Oh God, I forget what this is right here. Is this also a Huh. Now it seems that with those timeless covers, I forget what the hell the magazine is. What book is this even? What book is this? Anyway, something by Marvel has a Kang cover on it, and it's coming out next week. So look out for that. And of course, if it's got Alex Ross timeless, it's got to have an Alex Ross 1 for 100. And there you go. So somebody got mixed up.
Marvel has Juggernaut.
Oh yeah. I mean, so wherever this is,
it's Avengers. It's Avengers Forever number 15.
Is it? Huh?
Yes.
You don't say. I don't seem to see Avengers Forever on here for some reason. It must have got mixed up in the old shuffle here. But this is the cover I would probably buy anyway if I was mine. I probably already pre-ordered it. And then there's Monsters, Little Monsters, number 11. So this is going to go 13
I'm a couple
issues.
issues behind on this one.
Oh, it'll be worth the binge. It's a pretty, like all Jeff Lemire books, they're a good read and usually a fairly quick read, but the storytelling and pacing is immaculate, as he is so good at. Just like in the one that came out last week. This one, the Phantom Road.
Phantom Road.
Man,
Yeah, that one was interesting.
This is so well paced. I love this. I mean, I probably eventually review this once I get back into the reviews and all that.
I started to do one. I didn't finish it, but I started to review that one.
Yeah. I mean,
my first review didn't do very well, so I wasn't motivated.
Hang in there, man. Wasn't built in a day. And I think, did Danger Street number 4 come out today, or was it last week? Because they were late putting these out in my shop. I mean, this week or next week, I should say.
That one.
I think, I need to catch up on. I only have number 2 of this. I read number 1. I kind of liked it. Speaking of a guy who writes completely in a different manner than Jeff Lemire, he's never met a soliloquy he doesn't like. Is Steve King? God, what is his fucking name? Tom King.
Tom King.
Thank you, Tom King. Tom King is a little bit wordy, but he's a damn good writer. But it took me half an hour to read one of his books last night. Like, damn, that was a slog. But the man can write. It's just and I kind of like this cover too. It's like lady cop. Like Lady Cab Driver from Prince. I mean, anybody, one of my favorite Prince songs from back in the day. But I just love that cover for some reason. It's just very bizarre.
That's cool.
Yeah. Superman Lost. What do you know about this?
I was just looking at this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was just looking at this.
Uh,
It is sold out on T-Fall.
no
Wow.
way. Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
Christopher Priest written book, I want to say, and the
Yeah, I'm
premise
gonna
is
get it.
that one day Superman goes off on a mission with the JLA, or for the JLA, I forget which, and he returns like way sooner than expected, but he's been gone like 20 years, and his life is unrecognizable to him when he returns, and it's like a stranger shows up in Lois's house, like, wow, I'm back, and shit has happened, but
And
time
it's
has
only
passed.
10 issues, self-contained.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll jump in on that.
Yeah. So I guess now that Black Adam is going to be ending, I guess in a very short time, he's got more time to write this. Yeah, I mean, I love Elseworld Superman stuff like Red Sun. Love that book, man. I love when they put Superman in a different reality. You know, because sometimes he's doesn't have enough challenges in this current reality that he has him in. So I love Elseworld stuff. So I'll probably check this
He does
out.
have he's always had that OP problem, you know. Superman is definitely overpowered.
Yeah, they've kind of toned him down now, like with the reboot of number one. You know, he gets knocked around a little bit, you know, but you know he's still Superman. You know, he's not hurt, but he's just like, you know, he's not like an immovable force anymore, like he used to be. Like, hey, I show up and I save the day, kick everybody's ass, and go home in the end. You know, now it's a little bit more realistic, and
Characters like that are awesome and fun. Like they kind of did that to Captain Marvel in the MCU, but they break the storytelling, right? Like, how do you have a problem when you have a being that powerful? What's the problem? Just go fix it. You have Superman, right?
Yeah, you're right, Phil. Man, this is like, and it's kind of a weird, not weird, but it's kind of a ominous story too. Because what if he had landed in that country? Imagine Putin having control over a Superman. Lord, perish the thought. You know, if he had not fought for truth, justice, and the American way. That was a concept I just loved. And there was a B cover, I think it's a C cover actually, from Lee Weeks.
Yeah,
Some of the covers
cover,
are
I
doing.
want that.
Yeah.
That was the one I wanted to pre-order because I want that cover. I wanted to make sure I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I for some reason this slipped off. Sometimes I miss stuff, slips through the cracks. I don't pre-order stuff. I usually try to catch all the number ones. But
I'm curious if you're gonna highlight this book again or not. It's another book. You know what book
okay.
I'm talking about.
I probably do. Yes, and I think you're probably right. I won't.
You've
But,
highlighted it more than once. Here it is again.
I know what it is. Oh, here's one. Mark Miller and his Nemesis #3. I think did I sell up to this? If I didn't, I meant to. But this is going to contain. This is what I've been waiting for. Is the origin of Nemesis. So that's what I want to know. I don't think they even told that in the original series. I don't think they even told it. But I want to see where he comes from. You know, what his whole deal is. So this is one I would definitely find somewhere and pick it up. And of course, there's a C cover by Ryan Sook. Where this guy just destroys everything. Such an interesting concept.
I do like Ryan Sook covers. They're always fire. He had some great covers for what's that one book for Image? Two Moons. He has some great Two Moons covers.
Yeah. Another underrated series. And look what's back. The next to last issue of Image, #11. Excuse me, the anthology.
It's a cool cover.
It is, isn't it? And these books only have one cover. They're anthologies. They only have one cover with ongoing and self-contained stories by a lot of creators that Image. And since Image just like lets you keep your shit, you know, they can they can debut in here and go off. There's one story that premiered in here that is already branched off into its own series. I forget what it was, but this could be a launching pad for a lot of series going forward. All right.
Spec.
Spec.
Dirty Specker.
You know it. That's me, buddy. And Behold Behemoth. Behold Behemoth. I'm a little behind on this. I have number 2 and 3, haven't read yet, but I love number 1 so much. I'm willing to just keep getting it because Boom makes a lot of good stuff. Love Boom. Probably behind Image. That's probably my favorite publisher. Darkwing Duck.
I think so. I think it's Image then Boom for me too.
Yeah. And the Darkwing Duck continues. There's a lot of those out there who like this series and like that character. It's very, very colorful. I'll give you that. But I kind of missed that whole Darkwing Duck era. But I'm loving the covers. I know my guy DNA, David Nakayama, has done a bunch of covers for them. So number 3 allegedly is coming out next week. Let's see. Let's see if it happens. And the Batman Adventures continue. This, I think, maybe the first appearance of Henchman, one of the Joker's new henchmen, if you will. Couldn't think of a better name for him. But if you love the style of the Batman Adventures series, this is something that you should look into. Look here, it's Iron Man's wife, Hellcat. She's getting her own series again. Yay! Christopher Catwell.
Wife.
Oh, did they get? I know he proposed to her, right? Did she say no? I'm not sure. I didn't read the book.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
I saw the Ring issue cover where he was like, presenting it to her. So maybe she said, "Hell no, I don't want to marry you." But we'll see. She got her own book anyway. And then there's a Momoko cover, which is kind of dark, but kind of cool. There is a Inyuk Lee cover, which is kind of cool as well. I like that.
I feel like I haven't seen him as much as I used to.
He's
Oh, you know
I
what?
know.
He broke his hand. He broke his hand or something.
No, he didn't. His drawing hand. Holy crap! Wow.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. He posted about. I don't know if he broke his hand, but he did something to where he couldn't work. He had his arm in a sling. I remember now.
Ooh.
So that's probably why we haven't been seeing him.
Wow, that is the greatest nightmare of any creative person. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, God bless him. And there's a Scotty Young cover. Where, of course, you gotta love his style. There's a whole.
I've been playing with Midjourney AI, which is AI art. Forgive me, artists, but I've been playing with it. And if you say drawn by Scotty Young, it gives you really interesting images.
Really?
It's a nice thing to add. Really interesting images. I like.
It'll create Scotty Young-esque images.
It'll have a Scotty Young flair to it. Yeah.
Okay. And every time you put it in, would it make a different image, or would it give you the same image? How does that work?
If you were to say if you were to just put Scotty Young, then it would give you 4 images to choose from, and then you could go any of the directions that it gives you. If you didn't like the 4 directions it gave you, you can refresh it, and it would give you 4 more. But typically, you're not going to just say Scotty Young. Like, for example, I would say, because I'm trying to come up with T-shirt ideas. And one thing I noticed is that people love animals. And so I was going through trying to build. And so my favorite images I made was a bird with glasses on reading a book drawn by Scotty Young. And it gave you the Scotty Young feel to it. But it's really crazy. You add different descriptive words and different commands to it to get different art. I've been playing with it a lot. It's kind of addicting, actually.
What's it called?
Beckerman's disgusted with me because he is very much anti-AI art. It's called the one I've been playing with. It's called Midjourney AI.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Scott. He is. Beckerman is all about the artist
Midjourney.
and paying the artist and making sure artists get their money, and so he is very anti-AI art because of the threat it poses.
I'm with him. I hear that, but I know people that can't draw. Wish they could. I can't play a guitar, but I wish the hell I could. And I would do something that can you make a song for me that But I get that people do that, but there are unscrupulous people out there who would just like say, "Fucking artist, just give me that." That's I see his point on that. Absolutely, but that's the thing.
Damien, you could tell. No, I'm sorry, Damien. You could tell Chat GPT to write a story about a cat in a love triangle with a dog and a squirrel, and Chat GPT and say write it in the style of Stan Lee. Chat GPT will try and write a story for you, like absolutely, and then you could try and do the art on the AI side. The thing about trying to do the art on the AI side I've seen is that it's really hard in my experience to get the same image. Like, so if you wanted to create a character, to keep that character's image consistent among different shots of art that you're doing, I don't know that you can do that. Like, I think there's definitely blocks in it to prevent people from doing deep fakes. So you can't make things look exactly like a picture or exactly like the president. You can't do that. And I'm assuming because there's blocks for that reason.
Good, yeah, because unfortunately, that's why we can't have nice things, because some people are just unscrupulous. Yeah,
it's just a matter of time, though. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy because I'm from playing with it. That if let's say, for example, I wanted to trick people with it, you could do it, but most of you would still need an artist, because the AI is always going to mess up things here and there that you got to go and fix, and that's why you need a real artist. What I found, the real value of the AI that I've seen, is that it's a great sounding board, a great brainstorming thing. Let's say, for example, I'm like, I want to get a new logo for my channel. Rather than having an artist come through and come up with a million ideas for you and have you say, no, don't like that one, you can go to the Midjourney AI and start workshopping some logo ideas and say, hey, all right, I came up with this one. I really like the way this one looks. Can you produce something that looks similar to this one? So when you're coming to the artist, you kind of already have what you want rather than starting from scratch. So it's a really great tool in that way. The AI art is a great tool that way. And also Chat GPT is a great tool that way. It's not the best writing tool in terms of write this book and then boom, I'm done. But it's a great tool for, I have this idea for a book. Can you start it off with this information and kind of start sketching it out? And then you take what Chat GPT gives you and then you build off of that into what you wanted it to be. So it's a great way for you to, instead of starting at 0.0, you can start at 0.6 or 7 and give you a head start on it. So ChatGPT is absolutely here to stay. You're going to, Bing is already implementing a ChatGPT into their search, because ChatGPT type functions will absolutely, without a single doubt, it's going to replace Google search. It's going to replace the way that we understand searching the internet. Because I've already been using this way, instead of going to Wikipedia, because sometimes I like to I get curious about history, and so I'll go read Wikipedia pages about people. But instead of doing that lately, I've just been talking to ChatGPT about it, and it's a lot easier because you get the information that you want immediately rather than having to search through a block of text to get it. And it's absolutely the future. There's no doubt about it. It's here to stay, take over everything, and people will lose jobs, no question.
Every time you say that, I know it's true. I know it's true.
No question.
It saddens me, because all they want to do is take our jobs and make us into serfs, But I know what you're saying is true. I'm not shooting the messenger, but I'm just saying that I know what you're saying is real, and it kind of sucks in some ways.
Because that's my attitude. Is like whether or not I play with these things isn't going to change the trajectory of history. I think this is, and I've heard people talk about it this way, and I think it's absolutely true. This is akin to the printing press revolution. We are absolutely in that sort of type of revolution mode. The advent of the printing press, which allowed people to produce books at mass and share books with the masses. This is of that level of revolution in this earth that we have. Absolutely, it is.
That's stunning. Yeah, but I like your idea of using it to workshop or to thumbnail or rough out an idea.
Janet's trying to get everybody fucked up tonight.
Which is Hell yeah, man. It's like, wow.
Yeah. You get
Yeah.
fucked up every day, all day. I do talk about it a lot. I am obsessed with AI right now because I know what it is and I know what it means, and I'm just obsessed with understanding it as best I can. So I am a little annoying about it. Sorry.
I
My
know you
wife
love
is
it.
annoyed too.
Oh my God. I'm sure. God help her. Yeah, but I do like the way that, if I was an artist myself, I might use that to workshop or to get some thumbnails and roughs for an idea that I might build upon and tweak it and change it and make it my own. So yeah.
I think it would be super valuable for you in that way, actually. In terms of just workshopping art, giving you visions of what you want to do, giving you ideas of visions, and then you can do what you wanted to do yourself. Super value in that way. And then D'Artagnan mentions that it's not updated until 2021. That's true. And that is old, about 2 years old in ChatGPT. It is not connected to the internet. But when it does connect to the internet, I think that Skynet will probably be a year or two from becoming self-aware.
Oh, Lord have mercy. God help us all.
Absolutely. I mean, the Terminator has always felt possible, but it's feeling more and more possible. And I'm not joking either. I'm so not joking.
I know. I mean, that's a problem. That the people who are behind this kind of stuff, who would love to have that stuff, always seek power. They always, they're always the ones that we seem to like for some reason. We admire these folks. We aspire to be them. Some folks do, and they say, we're, hello, Skynet or whatever the hell it turns into, Yes, Fabric. How you doing, by the way? And I will.
International Janet Day.
I don't know if you missed earlier. I said I will get to those reviews at some point. Yeah, I have not read number 3 of. I haven't read number 2 of Bloodline of Daughter of Blade yet. Because didn't 2 just come out today? Or am I wrong about that? Has 2 been out for a while? I think maybe.
Wasn't it 2 or 3? One of them came out today.
Yeah. I know. I think I ordered number 2 from my comic shop, so that's gonna be a minute before I'll be able to read that one. But
oh no, it's 2. 2 was today.
Skip Static, yeah. Static. Man, I gotta get to my Static. I haven't read Static in a while, but I'm open to reading it. This is D'Artagnan, sir. Yeah, you mentioned that before. Yeah. So, all that aside, I think what Rude said a while back is that that he kind of falls back on that. Scotty Young, that is, he falls back on that. I gotta draw a cat-related thing, so let me just draw it like with a ball. Yeah. I guess he probably doesn't have a cat. Maybe probably doesn't have a cat and doesn't like to draw cats or whatever. Like, yeah, okay, all right, I'll draw the damn cover for Hellcat. Don't pay me. I don't blame him. So, here we go. Where are we? We're at this issue here. Lost me place. There's one.
Janet,
there's one more Hellcat.
Janet just said tone, cleanse, nature, peace, love, joy. I'm gonna make AR art based off of that right there. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's she's all about nature. She and I are pretty much anti-AI all the way. I know it's the future. I know it's coming. I know there's no denying it. But don't mean we gotta like it.
Don't mean you gotta like it. Yeah.
Don't mean you gotta like it. But it's like a train. You don't mean you gotta like it, but you step the fuck out the way of it if it's coming. So here is Ryan Stack was one for 25 Hellcat. If you're so inclined, it's kind of a cool cover. I don't know if I'd pay more than a couple bucks for it, but it's kind of a cool cover. No one indeed. No one, I think, God, I read what this was about. I think this is kind of like a vigilante who I think is fighting something, probably like AI, like Mosley. I think this is a vigilante story, kind of like Anonymous. And it's from the world. It's by for sure from Kyle Higgins, and it may be in the Radiant Black universe, but it's a character not associated with those Radiant characters. I'm curious about what it might be, and I might check it out just because it's different. So I know he writes a lot of good stuff for Radiant Black, but this is different, so I would like to see it. And it's going to be also a podcast with, I want to say, Patton Oswalt and some other people. So I love me some podcasts, man. So I want to check out the Who Is No One podcast, apparently.
Well, you know what the world needs right now is another podcast. So this is great.
Well, you know, just because there's a whole bunch of them doesn't mean it's not a good thing. You know, that means you have lots to choose from. You know, I mean, oh, but my God, stuff like me, and I don't have time to read a lot of stuff. You know, I'll be doing work, put on the podcast. You know, Janet knows I'm walking around with headphones on all the time. Like, you know, what are you doing? You know, talk. You know, but I enjoy listening to podcasts because there's so much information you can just absorb from these podcasts. If you pick and choose and find some that you really enjoy. So yeah, I will find this. And I will try to get one of them.
I was joking. I listen to
podcasts. I know. Everybody and their mama and their brother has a podcast, so I get it. Tom Whalen has a 1 in 10, 1 for 10 for this, and then Jim Mafood a 1 for 25. So yeah, I'm down with it. And Borges and Costas has once again the same. With the images flipped, but you can tell it's still the Dark Knight Returns homage kind of a look to it. 1 in 50. Art Brute ends this story arc next week. Will it will continue? We'll find out. But that'll be it for this story arc, for the reprinting of the original story arc, which was, I think, done years ago before they got the Image platform to put that story out. And I'll be there for that, for shizzle. There's an Ekman Lawn B cover. He's got a thing for Andy Warhol, man. It's like he's fucking Andy Warhol up in this stuff. Well, he's fucked up a lot of people in there, so if nothing gets personal against Andy. And then there's a Ryan Marazzo, I should say, a tribute to what is it? The Birth of Venus. If my art history is correct about this, this agent. In that same pose. Harrower number 2. I don't know if y'all caught my review of Harrower. But Harrower is not just in my opinion, it's not just your typical slasher book. Nothing wrong with that. You like slasher books, but this kind of had, the artwork was really good for this, and the story was a little, it takes a little bit of a different slant than your typical, like, teenage, like Scream or that kind of a thing. But I think it was a little bit more enjoyable. This might be kind of a sleeper if you like those kind of things.
Okay. Listen here, Fabric. You can say nice things about Rogue without denigrating my lovely Miss Erica Slaughter. Okay, Fabric? I don't want to have any beef with you, but if you continue down this path of slandering my Erica, you're gonna have problems. What up, Brian? Good to see you.
Rogue Mr. Gabbett number 1. Well, clearly, sir, you have a thing for Rogue here, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But
I also have a thing for Rogue, actually. I learned this. I learned this reading the book The Stand from Stephen King. I learned that I got a thing for a white streak of hair. I don't know why, but I got a thing for it. Like, chicks with a white streak of hair. I like it.
Whether it's and from an age thing or just like from Rogue, it's just like she's just a young woman with a white streak of hair because she's a mutant. Yeah, it does.
There's a chick in the Stand book that also has it, and in my imagination, she was hot. I never actually saw her.
Yes, I'm sure. Another folk singer. Oh God, James doesn't like folk singers,
right?
Yeah, with the headphones.
Our house has become a headphone. We don't let the kids play with the tablets during the week, but on the weekend we let them play with the tablets, and it becomes a headphones house.
Nice. At that point. Hey, everybody's peaceful and quiet, so whatever works, What's up,
it's
Brian?
Nice. It is nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's nice. Yes. So, and on that note, we go from Harrow. This is not a B cover, excuse me. It's a 1 in 25 Brom Ravel, which is pretty ominous. This is like, that is sharp. I like that a lot. I bet I can get this because Harrow is not on people's radar right now. I could probably find this for less than ratio. If I do,
I bet you could actually. That's a nice cover. That is really nice.
Yeah, if I can find it, I'm getting it. And Spy Superb. I want to say it's number 3 and the final issue. I think it's a 3-issue series by Matt and Charlene Kent. I mean, shout out to them for making their own book.
Lovely folks.
Yeah.
Friends of the show.
Friends of the show. Awesome writer. You've met them in person.
That's how we get to say friends of the show.
Right. So Spy Superb is an excellent spy story that I think a lot of people will love because it's about this schmuck who just becomes a useful idiot for this spy agency. Very well written. And then there's an Anne Benjamin B cover, which is I think it's a lot of folks might not like this art, but I think it's very cool. I think it's pretty trippy.
We got Indie Key Comics and we got Snake in the Hizzy. What up, folks?
New folks. And shout these new folks out here. The Last Barbarians. Hey, Snake. Yeah. Yo. And also Indie Key Comics. Like you said here. Hey, man. We're all popping. We are all popping. You know, because of such a glut of books I'm behind, I may or may not review this because I liked it. I didn't love it, but damn, Brian Harberlin's art is off the chain, and he does multiple covers, and the interior art for this book, and it is beautiful. It's kind of like, your kind of medieval adventure of this young warrior gal who's kind of a rogue and her brother, and they're about to go on this quest or this thing. She can't find a job in her village because she's been blackballed. But man, the covers for this book and the art is just off the chain. The story is not bad either, I have to tell you. But you might want to check this out. Lots of good covers for this book.
What up, Indie Key? He's a long-time listener, first-time caller. Good to see you. I see he has a channel.
Welcome.
So I jumped over there and subbed to his channel, so check him out, y'all.
I will check out your channel. Absolutely. Welcome aboard. So that said, Flawed is starting a new, I guess this is maybe ongoing, starting a new story arc. No, it's just ending that story arc. It's a 6-issue story arc for this one. So we'll see how it goes from there. And I caught up on it finally, and man, this is a good book. This is in the category, I would say, of Bitterroot. You haven't read it?
Get in on it. I need to start it, man. I need to finally start it.
Whenever you start,
it's one of those things where I feel comfortable and I'm gonna like it. I'm not questioning whether or not I want to read it, so I'm not worried about buying it because I know I want to read it.
Exactly.
So whenever that happens, I get into just letting it stack a lot because when I'm not worried about whether or not I want it.
Yep. I've got several like that because the creative team is good. You just haven't had a chance to catch up with it yet, and you're reading so many other books too. So, yeah, that's absolutely the case with Flawed. And then God, it's violent, but it's so stylized, and the writing is good. Love this stuff, man. It's from that same camp. One of the writers from Bitterroot is on here, and I think one of the artists from that group too. So, man. Love this, folks. Check this out. This is another sleeper book. The Forged.
Hey, showing love to Indy.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Rude. Got to support this community, y'all. We got to grow. I think, the superheroes are always going to be here, but indies are on the rise. I think indies are just starting to hit their stride here. This is CBC
Forged.
Awards announcements next month, baby.
Can't wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
Can't wait. Forged #1 is a $5.99 book, and it's 64 pages. So I'm not sure is it a one shot? I don't remember. It might be a one shot, but it's definitely a thick book. It's an ongoing series. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, and it's one of those Greg Rucka books. I don't know if a lot of people like Greg Rucka, but he's made some good stuff in the past. So and you get a lot of book for your money too for $5.99. It's not bad. 64 pages, pretty good.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. There's not a lot of meat in terms of the synopsis, right? The 11th millennium of the rule of the Eternal Empress, a squad of planet-smashing super soldiers find their routine mission to be anything but. These are the Forged. They take no prisoners. It's like, that doesn't really tell me much.
It almost sounds like Tankers from a Bad Idea, almost a little bit, kind of, sort of like that, but not in the past, So I don't know.
Sci-fi inspired by Conan.
Yeah, so if you're into that, right on. This is probably a Greg Rucka is a writer with a good track record, so you might want to check it out. Monarch. Speaking of that, that image. This is the brother from Philadelphia. I want to say, yeah, Rodney Barnes is doing Philadelphia. He's writing a lot of great stuff. This is the aliens and the reaction of the kids in Compton, how they're affected by the invasion of the aliens. So number 2 of that, I did review this one, and it was off to a good start. So I have no reason to believe it won't be a good ongoing series, because Barnes is a damn good writer. And now, folks, finally, it is that magic time that we all wait for. You know it or not, you've been waiting for it. The penultimate book. And that book, folks, get ready, brace yourself, hold on to something. It's Pee Poo Poo. Pee Poo Poo. I know. We're all adults here. Issue number 69, which is absolutely not number 69, but they're just picking like these numbers, because the next issue is going to be number 420. So you see how they're doing these numbers here. And Pee Poo Poo is written by an artist named Carolyn Cash, and she's an Ignatz Award winner for having the best. Not indie book, for having the best. What the hell am I trying to say? The best self-published kind of a mini comic kind of a book. So she did a great job on that. She won the Ignatz Award for it, which ain't easy to get. And it's going to be a $10 book, a $9.99 book. But this one she pays tribute to the. What do you call the hey, there's the penultimate princess. She pays tribute to the underground comics of the 60s with this style. You can tell it's got that whole keep on trucking kind of a look to it. So I would definitely try to find this. Hopefully it comes out next week.
Yeah, so I don't think this will be easy to find, but I really like that cover for some reason.
I know, man. It's it's hard not to like. I mean, I feel like she's
doesn't have it. Good luck finding this one.
That's the thing. I think she may have a publisher now, but she might still be doing the self-publishing thing. What is rude? It's Pee Poo Poo. That's what it is. The next issue is going to be
homage. I knew it had to be an homage.
Yeah, it's definitely
Mr. Natural Keep on Trucking.
Yes, Mr. Natural Keep on Trucking. Art Robert Crumb, kind of a look. And the next book is going to be, I guess, I don't know. She's going to do some other homage in the next one. So. Pee Poo Poo, you gotta love it. I'm here for it all day long, folks. What's up, Staple Spine?
Why do I want this book? I do want this book. Why do I want it?
Oh, you do. You're just drawn in. How can you not love that name?
The interiors look cool too.
Yeah. I mean,
some of the interior.
I mean, this woman won an award for some reason. She must be talented. Oh, yeah, so Pee Poo Poo, you're welcome, folks. It's your penultimate book of the week, and I'll be looking for it. I don't know where I'll be able to find it. I bet Danger
Room to buy it.
You found it?
I'm gonna buy it.
Ooh, man.
From
I'm gonna look for it myself.
silversprocket.net. I don't need to figure out if this site's okay to buy from first.
Oh, it's not like a one of those like
It looks
take your money
good.
sites. Yeah. And so the last book of the week, folks, is My Brother's Blood Machine. Now I don't know if y'all saw this. It came out like a month ago. It's I think December. My Brother's Blood Machine, and I didn't get a chance to read it. Maybe 2 months ago. It's a freaking March now, but this is really bizarre. I mean, it is well written too. It's based on the name comes from this album by this band who I can't remember, but the story, it takes place in the '60s, and I read it. I was like, wow, this is really good. Got this trippy looking art. It's like these really thick lines in the art. So man, this is just pretty something that I really look forward to doing, or seeing, I should say. So My Brother's Blood Machine. You can find that #1 from Evil Inc. I want to say what it is. Check it out for shizzle, for show. Man, and you're welcome again, folks. For I found one. See, these last 2 books have been the most obscure I could find, but I think they're all going to be worth it. So yeah, definitely check it out.
I see T-Fall had that PP Poo Poo book, but it's sold out.
What? Wow. I mean, she must carry a big following with her. So yeah.
It's from Source Point Press, so there's a slight chance my store will have it. A baby chance.
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't know. My FOMO is strong for that one for some reason. I can't even explain it.
Oh God. I mean, I saw that. I mean, the name drew me in, and then I looked at the woman's.
It's the cover for me.
Bona fides and
the art inside.
Yeah. So you got it already. I'm gonna be looking for it. Some of y'all out there might be looking for it too. So.
So one book I thought for sure you're going to mention that I didn't see you mention, or maybe you did, but A Little White Lie by Ray Fox looks a little interesting.
I missed
the dude that wrote Jackpot and All Night and Every Day, as well as Constantine. Little White Lie: when wealthy identical twin brothers find a bizarrely seductive, shape-shifting creature living on their isolated estate, they get drawn into a mind-bending battle of predator and prey against an enemy that turns all their greatest strengths against them. So it's from Aftershock. I believe it is the Prestige format. So if I see that one, I'll probably grab that Little White Lie one. I thought for sure that was it.
I think I saw it, but for some reason, like in my frenzy to get everything downloaded and stuff, I may have missed it, because I sometimes do. But yeah, I remember seeing that name.
Time Before Time, number 21. I have been with that one since the beginning, and it's a nice little time story a la Bruce Willis's Looper movie. So if you like that movie, you would like this series. With 21, Time Before Time, I really enjoy that book.
I gotta say, I'm surprised that made it that long. I mean, because not that it was a good book, but books that last that long, it's that's like 3 runs in Marvel. They rebooted 3 times by then. But yeah, it was a
shout out to
#1
the
being
homies.
good.
Man, this chat was lit tonight.
Staple Spine, I see you. You made it.
A lot of the homies came through tonight. Always good to see y'all. We had Phil, we had John Stout, we had John Cali Comics, we had Rude in here, of course, the lovely Miss Janet. We had Indie Key Comics.
Some first timers, I say. Indie Key Comics, yeah. Check them out and shout them out.
We had Brian LCS, the guru of the Comic Book Community Awards. I linked that in the chat as well. Get ready for that next month, the announcements. And we got Snake. Our guy Snake came through. Fabric was in here. James Lang, Beckerman stopped through in between commercials on AEW. D'Artagnan came in and dropped some knowledge on us. So shout out to him. Joshua Anderson. I miss Joshua, actually. Shout out to Joshua. Sorry, brother.
Yeah.
So Truth. Oh, I miss Truth and Faith too.
Truth is here too. What's up, Truth? Oh God,
they were here a while ago. We apparently missed them. So shout out to Truth and Faith.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Of course, Damien and the shop verse on Instagram. He's been, and hopefully we get to see Lorenzo here as Luke Cage here soon. I bet we will.
Sweet Christmas, y'all. Oh God, I love
Cole's
that guy.
Comics. Don't forget my guy Cole. All right, I think that's everybody.
It's everybody. We're so glad we had this time together. Oh God, yes. Shout out to Carol Burnett, who's almost 100 now. God bless her. Yes, folks, thanks for stopping by. We do this every week, like I said before. Me and one of my oldest comic son here. We do this thing, and we love it. We love comics, and we love
definitely
love to
check
hear you
out the
guys,
shop.
too.
I saw Cali Comics post his gear. Saw him post his gear from the Alternative City.
I saw
shop.
that.
Was
Yes,
cool to
thank
see.
you.
He got him some dope comics and the dope shirts. So definitely check out that shop, guys. There's some dope stuff in there.
Yes, thank you very much, Callie. I appreciate that so much. So, and that's, hey, always a great time with you guys, too. We appreciate you. And, man, we can't wait to do it again next week. This is something we look forward to. I can speak for my son and myself every week. This is the best part of the week. Yeah. So until then, everybody be good, everybody be safe, and read those comics, folks. Gotta love them. Take care.
Peace.